What's the craziest situation that you've encountered where it was so clear a kid needed a medical exemption, couldn't get one?
All right, let me give you two stories. So these are more recent. So let's start with an exemption story. This is an anti-vax mom. Okay, this is an anti-vax mom. So they say. 2-month-old kid went in to get their vaccines. Got all the regular vaccines.
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought you said the mom was anti-vax. Oh, sorry.
Called an anti-vaxxer.
Okay.
You'll see.
But went in to get vaccines.
Went in to get vaccines.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay?
Please.
Yeah. Got all their 2-month vaccines. Kid had a terrible reaction, screaming, was rushed to the hospital, had super fast heart rate, needed a bunch of medications to get the heart rate down, went back home. So they thought it was supraventricular tachycardia. So for whatever reason, they didn't know. They weren't sure what was the cause, but it was the same day as they got their vaccines. Parents went in to get their 4-month-old vaccines. Hesitant, had a conversation about what happened last time with the doctor. The doctor said, no, it's probably just coincidence. We should do the vaccines, convince them to do it. So they got their 4-month-old vaccines. Same exact thing happened. Had to go to the hospital, was in the hospital for half a week. Heart rate came down, kid was okay, went back home. So then they went back in for their 6-month-old visit to get their vaccines, or to the vaccine visit. And they didn't want to do their vaccines anymore. Of course they didn't want to do them. They were like, well, is it really coincidence? It happened twice. Doesn't seem like it is. The doctor said, well, I'm sorry, we don't take anti-vaxxers in our practice. So if you're not going to do the vaccines on schedule, we're going to have to dismiss you from the practice. And that parent left. And they still couldn't get an exemption as they were getting older for vaccines. That's when they ended up reaching out to me a little bit later because they wanted to switch practice. They didn't want to do any vaccines. And that's an anti-vaxxer. Like this, first of all, that family has older kids. Those kids are fully vaccinated. That family went in to get vaccines. They did it twice. They had an extremely severe reaction twice, to the point where they were in the hospital. And that doctor couldn't see that maybe this is a kid that shouldn't get their vaccines. Like, it just blows me away. And then still couldn't get an exemption for school later on after having those kind of reactions. There's no way that kid isn't high risk, that's the kind of kid that should warrant a medical exemption if that family so chooses. Could it be coincidence? Sure, I guess it's possible that 2 times in a row they had this horrible reaction. But I mean, come on. Like, it's ridiculous. That mom's a hero, not an anti-vaxxer. The point of having exemption rules is to protect people like that, but nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to give exemptions because they're so worried that some person in some, wherever is going to be like, oh, it's one of your 5. Okay, let's take away their license. And that's what happens. Nobody can get exemptions anywhere because nobody wants to write exemptions. You can't. I can't write exemptions. You just cannot do it. They will take away your license. You have to send them to a specialist who you hope maybe will give an exemption, which is insane. Like the stories that you hear, but you just can't. Like the lawyers told me, like, just don't do it. You're just going to lose your license.
Yeah.
So there's no way that you can send something to this other place. And no other state does that. Nowhere else in the world can you not trust a doctor to make a decision. Like, I don't think any other states do that I'm aware of, where you have to write an exemption and it goes to some other place. They look at it. They can take away your license for writing a valid exemption that the family's been explained their risks. They had a serious reaction. And still they won't do it.
New York persecutes their doctors.
They do it too. There are other states that persecute the doctors, but I feel like California is the worst.
is the absolute worst.